This is your catch-up to where we stand after the opening 5 weeks of the Vitality Women's Hockey Premier Division. The opening round of fixtures saw East Grinstead, Hampstead and Westminster and Beeston come out as winners,
Millington scores it!
whilst there were draws in the matches between Clifton Robinsons and Surbiton and between Swansea and Buckingham. The second weekend of the season saw East Grinstead lose their first match in nearly 2 years as Hampstead beat them by 3 goals to 2. This was despite Sophie Bray scoring twice in the final 4 minutes to set up a grandstand finish. Surbiton recorded their first victory of the season by beating Beeston 2-0. Buckingham recorded a second consecutive 1-1 draw, this time against Clifton Robinsons. And Holcombe came from 2 goals down to draw 2-2 with the University of Birmingham, the first points for both teams this season. In week 3, Surbiton and East Grinstead were in EHL action, so just 4 matches were played. In them, Buckingham claimed their first win of the season with a victory over Loughborough Students. Hampstead and Westminster extended their lead at the top with a 3-1 win against Clifton Robinsons. The University of Birmingham picked up their first win of the season against Swansea, whilst Wimbledon came out on top at home to Holcombe. The following week saw a full complement of fixtures and a goal from Lucy Hyams, continuing Hampstead and Westminster's 100% start to the season. East Grinstead moved up to second in the table after a 2-1 win over Beeston.
It is Palmer, and that's gone in off the goalkeeper.
Wimbledon picked up a comfortable 4-1 win away at Swansea, whilst Buckingham and Surbiton drew 2-2. In the final match of the weekend, a last-minute equaliser saw Clifton Robinsons deny Holcombe their first win of the season. In week 5, Eliza Brett scored a hat-trick as Wimbledon moved up to second in the Vitality Women's Premier Division with a big victory over Beeston. League leaders Hampstead and Westminster emerged 4-3 victors in a thriller against Buckingham. Surbiton are the only other unbeaten team in the top tier as they beat University of Birmingham 4-1 to move third. Loughborough Students claimed their first 3 points of the season with a narrow 1-0 win over Holcombe, moving above them in the table in the process. And Clifton Robinsons also travelled home from Swansea with their first win of the 2021-22 season as they beat Swansea 2-1. After all this, Hampstead and Westminster have a 6-point lead at the top over Wimbledon, with Surbiton close behind. At the bottom, Swansea just have a single point with Holcombe above them on 2. We'll be back with your regular weekly roundups for the Week 6 action